Hi, I'm Shara Myers.
And I'm Bailey Ross. Welcome to the Style Challenge by Southern Bride.
And we're in Ireland!
We are on our way on our journey through Ireland at Cashel Palace.
Or as the locals call it, the Palace. And we are so excited to meet our wedding design team, Water Lily Weddings.
Michelle Escobar here, also known as Mishi from Water Lily Weddings, and we're here at the beautiful Cashel Palace in Ireland. We're so excited to show you a bit around and a little bit of what we prepared for you today. When we first were contacted by Southern Brides magazine, we were so excited to participate in this shoot. The inspiration for us was really an emphasis on bringing a subtlety of Irish traditions to everyone else. And what you'll see is a little bit of Ireland sprinkled throughout the day, from the locations obviously, but also in the tiniest of details. So it's almost kind of like a treasure hunt for you as you work through our photos and the videos to kind of see what is it a little bit about Ireland that's sprinkled throughout. And some of it's going to be pretty obvious, like a shamrock or an Irish harp, but a lot of it is actually going to be very meaningful and lots of great details that date back throughout Ireland's history, and we're very excited to share that in particular with you. In terms of the color palette, we know you think of Ireland and you think of green. We got it, but we also wanted to show you a bit of color because of all the greenery. We have lots of gorgeous gardens out here, and that's really what we wanted to do here, was bring a bit of the garden indoors into this beautiful, beautiful space. And we really wanted to sort of match that kind of vibe of traditional, but with a little bit of a modern undertone. So you'll kind of see a little bit of that in particular on the table here, with a classic setting and a traditional setting, but with modern details like the cutlery here. So it is very textured and very multi-dimensional, both in terms of the color palette and the details on the tables and throughout the day. But on the day of your wedding, it needs to tell your story. That's really the most important part. And if we do it correctly, every little detail, the way we kind of did this shoot is a great example of it. It's gonna have a little sneak peek, a little detail about what's uniquely you both. A huge shout out to the Water Lily Weddings team, of course. First of all, Michelle Johnstone Clark, Orla, Kim, Laura, fabulous, love them. Flowers, the amazing, incredibly talented Tina at the Wild Bunch, the best, absolutely amazing. You'll see her glorious stuff throughout the day. Cake, cupcakes and counting. Jen and Jay knocked it out of the park as usual. And our stunning stationery, Appleberry Atelier, located right here in Ireland, who custom created our incredible paper stationery and all the amazing details.
Hi, my name is Michelle Johnston Clark. I am the owner of Water Lily Weddings, and we are here today in Cashel Palace, which is one of the most beautiful venues in Ireland, right next door to the Rock of Cashel. So we're really excited to have the whole team here today. So I think for us, we really won the jackpot when it came to the challenge because we were designated Cashel Palace. And for us, our kind of unique business goal is always to bring the really best of Irish culture and history and tradition to our clients who are typically having a destination wedding in Ireland. So being here at Cashel with the rock that has goes back to the 800s, it allowed us to kind of tap into that style, vision, history, to really pull out what we wanted to create and show clients that we can do. And Southern Brides has just been amazing to work with because they really embraced our direction and let us run with it. And it was really easy for us to bring vendors on board who also wanted to do the same thing. They wanted to show the best of Ireland, but in kind of like a modern way. For us, when we started coming up with the vision and the story we were going to tell, the first thing that hit us and the first thing that hits people when they visit Cashel Palace is probably the amazing garden and the rock in the background. So we definitely wanted to lean into the garden theme. You know, we have some amazing gardens in Ireland, so we took that theme and incorporated it right across the day, obviously through the stunning florals that were created for us. Tina at the Wild Bunch has just done some outstanding work. And then with our stationery throughout the day, we used the floral influence, and we really went quite bold. You know, there's been a trend in the last few years to go quite minimal with stationery, which is a beautiful aesthetic in its own, but we really wanted to kind of go bold because we're here, and it's the Rock at Cashel certainly is a bold character in this day. We wanted to kind of like balance that with everything else that we were bringing in. So the stationery really reflects that, and we were really excited about the dress because we had an amazing venue, amazing florist, amazing stationery, and we really needed a bold dress to kind of be incorporated in that and make sense for the day. So you'll see that we have a very kind of couture big dress, which is just stunning. And it's a big dress, it's a big traditional kind of almost princessy dress, but a very modern design. So it all tied in together really well. In Ireland, a lot of people come to Ireland and they want to embrace our greenery, which is something we are very well known for. So a lot of people kind of complement that with whites. We wanted to lean into colour because a style shoot allows you to be a little bit bold and maybe push a vision a little bit further than sometimes conventional couples are comfortable with. So we wanted to show how you can use colour on a day like today. And Tina from the Wild Bunch really, you know, just took our vision and ran with it. I think the colours are amazing. They're really complemented by, you know, the linens and the stationery and the napkins. And then just to give a kind of touch of modern, we brought in black through using like the black cutlery, the black on the charger, the black on our Waterford crystal. And another thing we're really excited to see couples use a lot is a mixture of colours and textures with their candles. So, you know, the marbles, the different shades of nude and taupe. You know, you can do some really fun stuff with colour, and this was just a chance to show couples how you can do that and still be romantic and elegant. So I think it worked out really well. We're very pleased.
Welcome to Dromoland Castle and Estate, dating back to the 16th century.
Did you know, Bailey, that the O'Brien family, actually dates back 1,000 years? I believe it goes back to one of the last High Kings of Ireland.
Wow. You know, I bet they had horse-drawn carriages back then.
Bet they did.
And you could have that at your wedding here at the 500-acre estate.
Incredible. Something else that we're going to see today, which is really special about this property, is they have a walled garden. I can't wait.
It's going to be so much fun. We can't wait for you to meet our designer, Grace and Xavier. They have something spectacular planned for you.
So my name's Grace Campbell. I have the business Grace and Xavier. I've been in business since 2011. I am based in Belfast, but I work all over Ireland. I actually work with a lot of American couples, which is lovely. Probably because I am their eyes and ears on the ground here in Ireland. We design and style and plan weddings, I think, and I hope, with an art sort of creative focus. Even today, like, I really like to explore the environment around the wedding, the couple, their story, the story of the venue itself, the colours, the landscape, and bring all of that to the wedding. So I suppose it's a creative process that I like to work through with a couple so that the day reflects them as people and reflects the best of the venue. I really enjoy my work. I'm so excited to be here today. I just love to be able to work with the beautiful landscape we have here, the nature that we have in Ireland. And I like people. I love people, so I like to meet couples and really learn their story, why they're here, why are they in Ireland, why are they having their wedding here, why they chose their venue, you know, all of those details, what appeals to them about where they're getting married, and to bring that through the whole story of the day. And here at Dromoland Castle today, we can't ask for any more. There's just such history with the venue, such a beautiful location. There's so many beautiful places for photographs. So I was emailed by Southern Bride just before Christmas, I think, and I absolutely jumped at the opportunity. I have always had a personal soft spot for America. Anyway, I lived in America for a year. I lived in Philadelphia. I love magazine work. I love editorial. I love fashion. That's probably a big part of what I love about my own work, what I love to do when I get involved in a shoot. But this particular project was really exciting. The idea, even in fact, of being like, there being 3 style shoots in 1 week, and the other 2 stylists were lovely as well. And that's something I don't know if it's an Irish thing or it's a female thing, or I don't know what it is, but you know, the three stylists, we've all worked together in the last few weeks to give each other tips, give each other support. All this week we've been talking to each other, like, hope you do well. The team at Southern Bride have been amazing. I've got to know Lindy and Lynn and Shara on Zoom calls, and it's so funny, like we're thousands of miles away, but we've just become like a unit, a team in the lead up to the shoot. So the support that I've had personally for my business for this shoot has been amazing. And you know, the girls said from the beginning, like Lindy said from the beginning, use this as an opportunity to just, you know, your wildest dreams, what would you want to create, and do this with Southern Bride, and that's what we've done. And the other thing was that it really gave me a personal opportunity to involve some of my favourite suppliers. So today, everyone that I've worked with are people who I've worked with and recommended over the years many times. So, you know, I have Sylvia from Bella Botanica has designed all the florals today. I've had Lenka Calligraphy, who I've worked with loads of times, to do beautiful stationery. Some of my favourite rental companies, Aura Collections, Signature Rentals, they completely went out of their way to deliver for today for me. So it's actually, this project has showcased for me as well, you know, all of the people in the industry, what a team we are. Like the wedding industry itself is so supportive. You know, I don't think there's a lot of competitiveness either. I think we all jump in and help each other, which is lovely to see and lovely to work with.
We're in Ireland visiting 3 separate venues with 3 different design teams.
And our next venue is the Shelbourne Hotel here in Dublin that is celebrating its 200th anniversary.
Hi, welcome. I'm Sandra from Infusion Weddings, and we are just here at the Shelbourne for the Designer Challenge with Southern Bride. So we are actually here in the Shelbourne. So the Shelbourne is a really iconic building in Dublin. Everybody just knows the Shelbourne, and like I was really excited. So I have chosen a couple of suites to kind of bring that design alive. So we are at the moment here at the George Moore Suite, where I kind of set up a really small intimate ceremony. I do cater to a lot of American weddings, and I know just their weddings are always like, when they come to Ireland and have the destination wedding, really intimate, and that's kind of my favorite weddings. So we wanted, again, like going with that whole theme, and the rooms which I have chosen, so there's a lot of green in it. And as well, like Ireland just is known to be green for kind of the nature and everything. So we kind of went through the whole design really with that naturalistic vibe, having a lot of greenery, a lot of whimsical, earthy, just basically just growing and just being a little bit white, less flowers. We're having that as an arch. We're having a lot of candlelight. I wanted to have the setup a little bit different, so we kind of went curved. And then I'm so excited about the stationary welcome, which is kind of attached to plinths. And again, it's just a statement. I think it all fits in really nicely with that room, which has as well so much historical elements, kind of a little bit that manor house vibe, but everything is just a little bit with a contemporary twist. The model just feels a little bit like the guy from next door, and then we have he had really a great personality. And then we have the female model, which is just really beautiful, has kind of the dark hair and just going really much with the dresses being really flowy. In the Shelbourne, history has been written. So if we go over then in the Constitution Suite, it just like the history of Ireland has been written a little bit. The Shelbourne was a big part of it. And like I said, it's just so iconic. Everybody knows the Shelbourne. It's just opposite Stephen's Green. And like every Irish person who lives in Dublin wants to get a drink at the Shelbourne at Christmas, and that's just things is. So I was really excited to get the Shelbourne. I have become a wedding planner, and it really is my passion. I just love to work with couples and brides, and one of my main values is really the personal connection. That's kind of, and I really want you to have a wedding which feels authentic to you. So I'm not about traditions and protocols, and I always say to my couples, just do what feels right to you. Again, showing you a wedding which is maybe totally different what you kind of would normally do, and just really having all that rich colors, but it's just showing as well how beautiful things can be.
And thank you so much, Southern Bride, for coming to Ireland and allowing us to showcase what we have here in Ireland for American brides who want to get married here. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for all your creative outlet that you've given us the opportunity to have.
Thank you so much to Southern Brides actually for having me and giving me that opportunity to bring that design to life.
I can't thank Southern Bride enough for allowing us to be part of this amazing shoot. It allowed us to come together as a team. It allowed us to bring in some of our best vendors in Ireland, and it allowed us to kind of, for a moment, be part of their team, I guess, and see how they run things. You know, their professionalism, their passion, their experience has just been really great to be around and learn from, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
A huge, massive thank you to Southern Bride for putting this epic event on. We are so excited to be a part of it, honestly. It's been an absolute blast to work with them and to go through everything together. And just honestly, it's been amazing for me to see everybody enjoy everything, really. I really hope we can do it again.